guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
We're gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy? You ready?
Here we go.
What up, what up? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. Got my guy Babano, got Dutchy with me, and Wham. And why is Wham in here? Wham gonna come through in a second. I don't know what Wham do. Well, we know what Wham's doing. He'll be here in a second. So we got 2 games today to talk about. But before we do, I'll go around the horn. Dutchy look like he got some good stuff up there. What's up with you, Dutchy?
The NBA is a hell of a drug. Hey, you looking at the plug. Yeah, man. Good to be back with you fellas. Babano, Skee, and Wham Bam will be sliding through shortly. Shout out to Stacks, OG and the Billy. Good to see you, my man. Wine time. I see you creeping in, my guy. Good to see you. Cali's finest. Hold us down. Mike R, excuse me. All the real ones. Be sure to hit the like button like I'm hitting this plane. The pink runs. Get you right where you need to be. Believe it. Speaking of being right where you need to be, back in the black. God damn, it's where I need to be. Last night was a beautiful thing. Jamal Murray. Damn, did I press the button or did I press the motherfucking button? Hey, I told you he's going to get Bubble Jamal. And that's what we got, baby. Fucked around. Got the assist by Joker. And somehow, some way, we got the motherfucking team total over there with the Indiana Pacers. Didn't miss the little 3-piece that we had with the Knicks. They fucked around. Shout out to the Pistons. And man, Indiana, man, and I think it could get any worse than Scooby motherfucking do. Look at the Ninja Turtle out there, motherfucker. I'm almost just a turtle without the ninja. His papa looked like. I couldn't believe that shit. How dare you approach Giannis like that? The motherfucking Greek. Get the fuck out of here, man. What the fuck? And then Hallie gonna throw his dad under the bus too? Like, get that whole family fucked up, man. Scooby Doo and the motherfucking turtle. Hey, I'm glad I'm gonna be fading the fuck out of these boys next round. But they handle business, and shout out to, Hallie did play, some big minutes down the stretch in double OT to find a win against the Milwaukee Buck team. Let's be honest, shouldn't even been on that court at that point. But shout out to Giannis, did what he could. But I'm excited about today. We got a big game today. I'm excited.
Man, what was it? 118 to 111 with like 30 or 40 seconds left?
Yeah.
Let Scooby Doo and them get them like that. Come on, Milwaukee. What's going on with you, Babano?
Wasn't it great to have Indiana live when they were trailing in the second quarter, as I did? I didn't trust Milwaukee, even with that lead, and nice to see them come back. What a fitting end to Milwaukee. Another playoff disaster for Glenn Rivers, and that was about as bad as it gets. They had that game still in their control in overtime and just mistakes and turnovers and obviously unable to hang on to the ball, Gary Trent Jr. And how do you let back-to-back just easy layups to lose the game? Just nobody good enough defensively on Hallie at the end for the easy layup to win it. You had the shenanigans after the game, of course, with Tyrese Halliburton's pops and Giannis getting into it. I don't know what Shaq was smoking. He was smoking some of what you guys have right now in the post game, defending that, saying that was okay for Tyrese Halliburton's dad to be on the court like that. I've never seen anything like that should be allowed, and that's okay to go up to a player like that after a game and get in his face. But that was kind of a silly take by Shaq on the TNT post game. But that was an insane ending. Horrible ending to the season for Milwaukee, and another horrible ending to a season for a playoff team coached by Glenn Rivers. And I'm not all that shocked by it. You're right. We owe the viewers an apology for yesterday. The collective owes you an apology for buying into that bill of goods the LA Clippers sold us. The Clippers going clip, unfortunately, last night. Jamal Murray was outstanding. Denver was ready to rock right from the beginning, and they were down by, 12 early in that game. You said, it doesn't look good for the Clippers. And, yeah, they made a couple of runs here and there, but it was the Nikola Jokic and especially Jamal Murray's show last night. He was absolutely outstanding. And Denver, look, credit to them. They're showing why they were a champion a couple years ago with the way they played last night. And then how about the Pistons, man? One of the bright lights for me last night. Pistons stay alive. Their second win at the Garden in the series, and they end up pushing it back to Detroit for Game 6. Now can they figure out how to win a home game is the big question. And congrats to the Boston Celtics. Orlando played great for a half, but that's all they played as far as quality. Boston ran them over in the second half, and they're on to the second round.
All right, let's get to today. We have a nice two-piece. We'll start over in Houston, where we have the Rockets taking on the Warriors. Opened up 2.5 favorites, now 4. Total not really moving too much. Warriors have taken control of the series, going up 3-1, and we'll see if desperation kicks in. If the Rockets can do, I mean, the last game went exactly how I thought. Rockets will be good in the first half, but when it matters at the end, can't really trust them as much to close the game out. Still got the cover because you're getting enough points, but I worry. You're not getting points. You need them to win. So I would think maybe Houston first half. I'm curious, but Bano, you were on Houston last time. Are you on them once again?
I did a very unique thing here. I took Houston first half because I think they're going to come out strong. I think they're going to have the lead early and probably lead at halftime. I laid the 2.5 with the Rockets first half. Strong home court. I expect them to play pretty well here tonight early in this game. 4.5 in some spots. I came back the other way, took Golden State plus 4.5 for the full game. Because one thing about we've seen Golden State in this series, the second halves, the fourth quarters in particular, where this team has been able to just battle their way back into games. Now, obviously, a tough loss for Houston last game, and Golden State will probably have to play better. You have to remember, too, Jimmy Butler came back from the pelvic injury. He's probably going to feel a little bit more confident. So, though I've got this kind of a script in my head of how and flow of how this game's going to unfold, that I think Houston does start strong and takes it to Golden State early, has the lead at halftime. And I think I come back and I would see Golden State probably making it close at the end because they've just got that ability, with Curry and Butler. And Podziemski deserves a lot of credit, too. And Buddy Hield's making some big shots, too, in this series for Golden State. So I've now up to 4.5. I could see this still being a tight game, very much like game 4 was in this series. So I'm going to go Rockets first half, Warriors full game in this one. I'm going to grab a small piece of the over. I don't feel strong about it, but I'm starting to think now this total, just like we saw game 4, it finally got to the point where it was too low and it went over the total. And 204, I'll take there's chances with the over here as well. But yeah, Houston first half, Golden State full game. Couple of props. Buddy Hield over 9.5 points for Golden State. His impact offensively has been felt. And anything with left my wallet in El Shengundo here in this game. Alperon Shengun for Houston. Points. The PRA I like for Shengun tonight over his points, rebounds, and assists, which is 36.5. I like those props as well.
All right, good stuff from Babano. Dutchy, you were thinking I know it's been kind of a level series for you. What do you think here, game 5 in Houston? Muted.
We don't know what he's thinking.
Appreciate you. It's choky, man. It's choky. Shout out to our guy BJ in the chat. He liking the Rockets here, 5 units, money line. Good to see you, my man. B-Man, RP, Jermaine, I get money. I see you, man. I see you. Jimmy Butler over 20.5 points. It's good money. Simple as that, man. If he's healthy, he's playing bad. He's gonna give us 30 minutes. He's gonna give us 25. Easy. He's went over his number in 6 straight when he's played 25 minutes plus. We talked about it before. We were cashing until he fucking, fell on his shit. We're going right back to the window, man. I mean, 4.5. I guess it's begging you to bet the Warriors here, but I think Jimmy Butler give me 25 no matter what. He's gonna play tough. This aggressive Houston team, perfect for Jimmy Butler. He had 27 on 12 attempts. Why? Because he went to the free throw line 12 times, knocked down all 12. Expect the same damn thing tonight. Jimmy Butler over 20.5 points. It's good money.
And we got Wham Bam sliding through right on cue. How you viewing this first game, Wham Bam? Was good with you?
Nah, Butler's not hurt.
Yeah, nah, I don't see Butler hurt in this one here. I think go ahead, bro. My fault. Yeah, I think in this game, and shout out to the chat first and foremost, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Sorry for what happened with the Clippers for sure, like we said earlier. That Paulo was terrible as well. Been getting some terrible looks on props lately, so I'm kind of looking into today more sides here, and I think in this game right here, I think it is a little bit more of revenge. I think I'm going to trust Udoka here. I'm going to trust Udoka that he does the right thing. I do think that Fred VanVleet still plays pretty well. Not slip back to what he was doing earlier in this series. I think he gets back to what he was doing in the last game. I think he plays pretty well, especially being at home. The person that I think that has to play well, I don't fucking know though, because it seemed like they got a little heat on them. Is Jalen Green? I mean, Jalen Green had one good game in this series, and I don't know necessarily think that he's going to be locked all the way in this game because just young player got his name in some of these off-season trades. If this team doesn't make it past the first round, I think he probably going to be feeling the heat in this game here, and I think Udoka may have to make some decisions here as well, playing some other guys and outside of him because he's been fucking struggling. So yeah, I like to say Houston is going to win the full game. I'm only going first half with Houston here though, but just because I think third quarter Warrior Magic, I can see them whooping on ass, and I wouldn't be surprised if the boy Steph do something like this later on down the 9. So I'm a little worried of that. But first half, Rockets, they got my money there.
All right, let's keep going on to the next game. Wolves at Lakers. Lakers are 5.5 or 6-point favorite, depending where you shop. Total, I mean, I guess we'll say 210.5 mostly. I don't know who I want to go to first for this game. I'll just ask, I guess. Oh, Dutch wants this. Okay. Dutch want a piece of this Lakers and Timberwolves. I already know what's coming. So I'm going to just pass it on over, Dutch. Go ahead. I don't got nothing to say, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, Lake Show from start to finish. I took the 5.5 minus 115. They're gonna run them out the gym. It is what it is. Now we're going back to Minnesota and then we can talk. All right, that's when we can talk. And Bobano, I'm interested to hear Bobano's take on it. But tonight it's the Lake Show. I don't give a fuck. It's the Lake Show all day. It's Luka. It's Kumbaya, LBJ. JJ got to press the right button. So, I mean, come on. You can't run your stars like that for the whole fucking time. We seen LBJ was dead ass tired in that fourth quarter, and Luka was huffing and puffing as well. So, you want to talk about defensive liability with Luka? This motherfucker giving you 38, 7, and 5, shooting fucking 62% from the – get the fuck out of here, man. Luka's the Don. He going to do his thing. The problem is you can't have Austin Reeves out there with fucking Luka. This shit is – now you got two defensive liabilities. And I'm sorry, but Austin Reeves looks like a fucking little dude out there. He's too fucking tiny. He freezes with the ball in his hand. Yes, sometimes he can shoot the ball and make a three when nobody else is in the fucking picture. But outside of that, they're losing the game with this motherfucker. The time management with Luka and LeBron has to be better. Get them some rest in the first. You want to, and in the fucking second a little bit earlier, so they're ready to rock and roll in the fucking fourth quarter. And get fucking Austin Reeves the fuck off the court. I need more Vandy. I need more DFS. They're getting punked. I don't want to see LeBron James on Anthony Edwards. I don't want to see Anthony Edwards on fucking – I don't want to see him, LeBron, guarding the fucking one of the top players in the league. I need Vandy out there muscling and bustling. I need DFS out there getting fouls. Fucking put Rui on his ass. Play some fucking defense. I don't want to see Austin Reeves fucking out there in the starting lineup. I'm sure it's going to happen. But, JJ, you got to press the right buttons. This is a series that matters, and you can win this bitch if you make the right decisions because you got Luka, all right? So make the right fucking decisions. LeBron has a big game tonight. I'm looking at the triple-double plus 700, little tequila money. I think he was real close to it last game. Probably gets there tonight. Luka's going to do his thing. But, God damn it, play some fucking defense and rest your fucking guys the first three quarters so they're ready to fucking go in the fourth quarter. And please – make the adjustments and sit Austin Reeves. It's what needs to happen, guys. But at the end of the day, Lakers handle business. I'm on under 27.5 with Anthony Edwards as well because I think the Lakers blow these boys out. He did not go over this number either one of these games in LA, 25 and 22. They have to stop him. Put defensive fucking players out there. Stop Anthony Edwards. Do not let McDaniels and fucking Julius Randle come to LA and beat you. Please do not allow that shit. That's the game plan. Under 27.5 minus 105 is good money. I'm Mr. Ant-Man.
Interesting thing right here. Sorry to, if I cut you off, Urbano, but the interesting thing that my guy did say, I agree. I think that Austin Reeves coming off the bench probably is the best thing for the Lakers. And this especially
rewind that shit one time.
Especially if they're gonna
sentiment is changing.
I'll just say, especially if they get Maxi Kleber coming back, that gives them that same stretch that they're gonna have there. That'll help them out a whole lot. So Maxi Kleber coming back. it definitely helps them a whole lot if they get Austin Reeves off the bench. That does seems to be the case here. And I honestly think they may run at Maxi Kleber a lot more. I don't know if they're going to be limiting him as bad as they need his fucking minutes. They need his minutes as bad as they ever needed anything. And it's kind of hard for me to see them holding him back, Kim. And he's been kind of practicing with the team the past week and a half. So I think the fact that he's getting a little bit in, I know Maxi Kleber, whatever, but that's a player that Luka's used to. And it's a player that they'll probably be able to use on the corner three situations here. And again, it helps Dutch situation out with Austin Reeves coming off the bench. So I just want to make that point. I'm only on Lakers first quarter, bro. You know what it is. They've been winning this shit all this time. If they're going out with the ship today, I know they're going to at least win the first quarter. So Lakers first quarter -3. I'm very spooky on this game, though. I'm not going to lie here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I am definitely I'm in church a little bit. I'm a little in church. I ain't gonna lie. And the reason why is because man, the Lakers, bro, they could definitely be mailing it in, bro. I got it. They might know something that I don't know, so I might just let it, they might let this game go. You know
LeBron a quitter, bro.
Yeah,
if he see the writing on the wall, he gonna start walking to the back.
Yeah, and it's because he's on a team. That's why, Skee. You're right. Because if I had Kobe here, if I had even fucking Dwight Howard, I would probably think they pushing it. You know what I'm saying? I would think they pushing it. So you're right. You're right, Skee. It's because of fucking LeBron, bro. And I honestly, last time I said, and I counted LeBron out, he dropped almost 40 plus points. So I'm gonna count you out again, bitch. Count you out again. Just win the game for us today. You know what I'm saying? But first quarter Lakers, I think that's good money. It's been winning all year. -3 is what I got, and y'all know the reason why is because again they've been winning it. So -3 Lakers first quarter is what I got.
Now we got to hear from Babano.
Yeah, I like the Lakers. I do tonight.
Oh,
I don't know if they're going to win this series, but at the end of the day, I can't imagine them going out at home with Luka and LeBron. It's really that simple. My only concern was, do they park and put aside the mental block from that utterly disgraceful collapse down the stretch in Game 4? If that's still on their minds, they're not going to have an easy game tonight. But if they park it, and we saw the Lakers play their best game in this series, obviously, way back in Game 2. Then there's a chance for the Lakers to get back and win this game. I think they will. I like the first half. Yeah, I know WAM likes first quarter. I wouldn't argue with that. I think strong start. Very similar to what we saw in Game 2, because if you remember Game 1, it didn't go well for the Lakers. It was it kind of felt like a backs against the wall situation for the Lakers in Game 2. Here at home, because they can't go down 2-0 going back to Minnesota. And that's the game they won 94-85. They brought it on defense. They clamped down pretty well. They held the Timberwolves to 38% shooting, 20% from three-point range. Luka had 31. LeBron had 21. Rui and Austin Reeves, 16 and 11. And like I say, it was the defense that led the way. They suffocated the Timberwolves early. They were up by 19. They led by 15 at halftime. And then they glided their way home to the finish line. I could see something similar tonight, where it's a big first half performance, and then they just, kind of glide their way to the finish. They lead by double digits at halftime, and then they win by like 7 or 8, like what we saw, obviously, in Game 2. So I do like the Laker bifecta here. First half, full game. I like the first half more than the full game. I like the over here, too. I think Minnesota, defensively, going to have their issues here with the Lakers tonight. And I think for Luka and LeBron, it's a turn it up offensively type of game. The one thing I am concerned about the Lakers, even though it's their spot to, I think, respond after the Game 4 loss, is the way they've kind of gone defensively the last couple games. There is a part of me that says, well, maybe the Timberwolves have figured them out a little bit, because Minnesota, now that was in Minnesota, I get it. But I have not liked the way the Laker D has been trending the last 2 games. Can we get that back to the way it was in Game 2? We'll have to wait and see. Not to mention the pace has been kind of picking up in this series as well, which is a big factor when it comes to totals. So 209.5. I know obviously we saw Game 1 and Game 2 of this series in LA stay under, but the last 2 have gone over. The pace has picked up. And I think the Lakers on offense have a better game in them than we saw in the 2 games in Minnesota. And I think the Laker defense will play better, but better enough to completely shut down the Timberwolves, who looks like they have figured some things out at that end. I'm not so sure. So I think it still ends up getting into the 210 plus range. So I like over 209.5 as well.
And I agree with some things you said, and I also disagree. I guess, I'll just start to say for the Lakers, or I'll say this. I got to mention this. The Lakers, it scares me that they played the starters pretty much, the entire second half. I know they had 2 days rest, but just how much do they have left in the tank is kind of what I think about.
Yep.
And something I disagree with is, what more can we expect the Lakers to do? Like, the Lakers shot over 40+% from 3 in back-to-back games, and they lose. Like, what are they going to do better? Are they going to shoot better than that? I'm struggling to see it. That's just kind of how I feel. JJ Redick doesn't have confidence to even put the bench in. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's one of the bigger obstacles they got to overcome. And the reason I think they do tonight is what you mentioned, Skee. 2 days off. Significant. Huge. There's no question about that. Now, and the hockey team, the LA Kings, they only had 1 day off. And their coaches, it's like 2 different sports, and the coach is doing the same bullshit, just running their top players into the ground or into the ice, in these 2 series. But the Kings only had 1 day off before they played Edmonton again last night, and they looked like they had no gas in the tank, no legs. Maybe that's the Lakers tonight. Maybe it is because of all the minutes they've had to play, especially LeBron and Luka. But they have 2 days off. Don't underestimate how significant that is.
And to the 2 days off, I think that gives them time to, they'll have effort and energy for defense. You kind of mentioned it. Like, they got to get back to playing the defense they played in game 2 if they want to win. They're not going to win. They shot 40% from 3 and they lost. You got to go play defense if you want to win this game. That's why I like the under. Between that,
I get it. Yep.
Expecting shooting regression from the Lakers. And I could see a situation too if the Lakers just give up and quit that, Minnesota just holds them down. I heard a quote from JJ Redick. He says, "There's a lot of stuff we did defensively that is preventable. In both games there, I thought there were a lot of self-inflicted wounds." Sounds very similar to after game 1. So I expect a defensive performance like game 2. So
Gabe Vincent, my bad, sorry.
That's it.
Gabe Vincent, Vandy. What does that fucking tell you? What does that say? What do you hear? What do you think when you hear those 2 names? They're gonna
Defense.
be better. Yeah, exactly. So less Austin Reeves. No, what the fuck Jackson Hayes does starting in the fucking first place. If Rui don't want to play defense, he looked nice the other day, but it's defense. You got Luka, you got LeBron to score, man. Fuck it.
My last
77 if he got to.
My last sentiment is I know why Jackson Hayes is there. He's 7 feet. He's there to do the jump ball. That's it. Do the jump ball, bitch, and sit your ass down.
You know what it is? It's like, what the fuck?
Hey, you ever played on a team and you just, you got the one dude, he just there because he's tall for real. Like, he not even good for real. You just need him on the team to go grab some boards, maybe.
Maybe. He don't even say screens, bro. Austin Reeves said better screens, bro. He just jump ball edition to go ahead and just put your clothes back on. It's all good. It's all
right.
good.
That's it. 2-piece, quick and easy. Babano, he likes to be. You good today, Babano? You ready to move to best bets?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh yeah. Yep.
All right. I know sometimes he gets.
Oh, that's it for
excited.
Doug.
That said he's had enough, I guess.
Yep.
He said he gave you way more than you need.
What's his precious look? Did he leave that?
Well,
I know, huh?
I guess you just got to cap the capper today.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. I think it's the Lakers. When I said anything
Probably.
negative about the Lakers, he said, "Get the fuck out of here."
Let's be honest, it's the Lakers. Yeah,
for sure. I ain't mad at him.
All right, best bets. We're gonna do it like we always do. Wham Bam, you first up. Let the people know how to get paid.
Shout out to our guy LJ, man. Lakers 27-11 ATS in the first quarter with Luka being an addition to the team. We're gonna go right back to that, man. -3 in the first quarter. Lakers, man. If they Cancun, they ain't Cancooning in the first quarter.
Good stuff. For me, I'll go with under. Best number I see is 211.5 currently. So make sure you line shop. between the Lakers and the Timberwolves, and it just goes back to expecting shooting regression from the Lakers. The 2 days off, I expect the energy and effort to be there defensively in an elimination game. So under 211.5 will be my bet for that one. But Bano, you're last but not least today. Let the people know how to get to the window and take us home.
I'm going to go player prop best bet. Very rare, but now sides and totals, there's nothing that stands out as something I truly love. They're all bets that I like, not love. I do love this prop, and I'm going to go to our guy, Alperen Şengün here for Houston, over 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's been a great scorer for this team, especially at home. He's been a really good rebounder as well, again, especially at home. And he's actually been passing the ball and setting up his teammates, and there's been games that he's been threatening double digits in assists as well. So I find he's playing the full floor game right now for the Rockets. He's played well at home in the series, and I think he can get over that number. It's it is actually arguably my favorite bet on the whole board, side total or player prop. So we're going to go with Alperen Şengün here, over 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists for my Wednesday best bet. Shout out to the chat. Hit the like button. We know why you guys are with us every single day on the NBA OG Crew Betting Show, because the NBA is a hell of a drug, and you're looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready? It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
We're gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?